A child wakes up before the house is ready. Sometimes it's 5 in the morning, sometimes even earlier. Parents feel exhausted, frustrated, and confused because bedtime seemed fine, yet mornings start far too soon. Many parents assume early waking means the child is fully rested or simply stubborn. In reality, early waking is usually a sleep regulation issue, not a behavior problem. Early waking hits parents at their weakest moment. Sleep deprivation lowers patience, emotional regulation, and problem solving. When a child wakes too early, parents often react quickly just to survive the moment, which unintentionally reinforces the pattern. Understanding this helps parents respond strategically instead of reactively. Children's sleep is driven by two systems: sleep pressure and circadian rhythm. Sleep pressure builds throughout the day, while the circadian rhythm controls when the body naturally wakes and sleeps. Early waking often happens when these two systems are out of balance. Fixing early waking requires adjusting the system, not forcing the child to sleep longer. For ages 2 to 3, early waking is common and often linked to naps, bedtime timing, or hunger. For ages 4 to 6, early waking usually reflects circadian rhythm habits or environmental factors like light or noise. For ages 7 to 9, persistent early waking may indicate stress, anxiety, or inconsistent routines. Age matters because expectations must match development. Many parents think putting a child to bed earlier will automatically fix early waking. In some cases, it helps. The goal is balance, not just more sleep time. Early waking becomes a habit when the child's body learns that morning starts at a certain time. Light exposure, noise, parental interaction, or screens reinforce this timing. Even brief engagement can teach the brain that waking early is useful. The body then repeats the pattern consistently. Talking, feeding, turning on lights, allowing screens, or bringing the child into the parent's bed too early can all reinforce waking. These actions make sense when parents are tired, but they signal to the brain that the day has begun. Over time, this locks in the early wake time. Early waking is not solved by telling a child to stay in bed longer. It is solved by slowly shifting the body's internal clock. This requires consistency, patience, and small adjustments rather than sudden changes. The focus is biological, not behavioral. Bedtime should match the child's natural sleep pressure. If a child wakes too early, bedtime may need to move later temporarily, not earlier. Small changes of 15 minutes over several days help reset the rhythm without causing overtiredness. Light is one of the strongest signals to the brain. Early morning light, even through curtains, can trigger waking. Darkening the room, reducing noise, and keeping the environment boring in early hours help the body stay in sleep mode longer. When a child wakes early, keep interactions minimal and calm. Use low voice, dim light, and short responses. Avoid engaging conversation or activities. The message should be that it is still rest time, even if sleep does not return immediately. Some children cannot fall back asleep but can learn to rest quietly. Teaching quiet play or resting in bed without stimulation helps protect the sleep schedule without creating power struggles. This is especially helpful for children ages 4 and up. Consistent wake times, consistent bedtimes, adequate daytime activity, and emotional regulation during the day all support healthy sleep rhythms. A well-regulated day leads to better mornings. Sleep problems often reflect daytime patterns. If early waking is paired with chronic fatigue, mood issues, anxiety, frequent night waking, or developmental regression, it may be time to consult a pediatrician or sleep specialist. Persistent sleep disruption can affect emotional and cognitive development. Early waking is not something to fight. It is something to guide. When parents stop reacting emotionally and start adjusting the system calmly, progress becomes possible. The goal is not perfect sleep, but sustainable rest for the whole family. Kids who wake too early are not trying to make mornings harder. Their bodies are following a pattern that can be reshaped with consistency and understanding. With the right adjustments, mornings can become calmer and more predictable over time. Better parents start with better understanding.